Welcome to EXPO TV. My name is Michael Caudle here. I'm the editor-in-chief at ACRP, and we're here talking today to the folks at Kelly Science and Clinical. We're talking about clinical trial workforce insights. We've got a panel of 3 experts, an embarrassment of riches, great folks here. Austin, Maggie, and Josh are going to talk to us about some different aspects of this area. Before we jump right in, though, Austin, I want to ask you to talk a little bit about Kelly's role in all this. I think a lot of people know about you all, but they might think of you more as receptionist kind of temps or different kind of temps. They may not know the depth and breadth of the offerings you have in the clinical trial workforce.
Right. So I think when you think of Kelly, most people are thinking staffing, right? So we've been doing this a long time, and we're really good at it. We are. But what you might not know, our group is the Kelly Science and Clinical, and me and my teammates, we're part of this group, and it's full of industry veterans from pharma and biotech. So from our leadership to our practice area leads, our recruiters, they're scientists, they're business folks, they're functional leaders, just like our customers. So really, we're scientists that are hiring scientists, and we have the Kelly Academy of Science. It's custom training. It's training that's curated and led by our practice area leads, regulatory, clinops, biomanufacturing, cell and gene therapy. This is to ensure our teams are really up to date on a lot of the hot topics that are in science and talent. And as a market leader, we really have an obligation to our customers to lead.
You also have a unique perspective on the workforce, given that you work really on every angle of it, every aspect. So Maggie, I want to ask you a little bit. Let's talk about employees right now. There's a workforce shortage. There's a personnel shortage. This is a great industry to be in. Many people want to be in it. They don't quite know where to start. But I wonder if you could give prospective candidates some interview tips, some ways to stand out in an interview as they try to enter this field or rise up in the field.
Definitely, yes. Actually, it's my sweet spot, being in the industry and recruiting. Actually, for 21 years, I've created a pretty large list of best practices. And with Kelly, some people don't know this, but we place scientists and clinical research candidates every 12 minutes, within the industry. So we definitely are a major competitor. We know what to do. We know how to handle our candidates and prep them for interview tips. I'll give you a couple teasers to start with. Lead with confidence. Know what the role is that you're going in for. Find out what experience you've had in the past that will relate to those qualifications and expectations that they're asking for. Do your research, figure out who you're interviewing with, how your role is going to actually enhance that company's performance and overall growth within the couple of years that you might be in that position. Make this your interview. This is your time to figure out if this is going to be right for you just as much as it is for them. The other things are just make sure that you're really getting all your questions answered, and you're also speaking to what you feel like is going to be important for that hiring manager to know about. A lot goes in behind the scenes with those tips, and I'd be happy to share more.
Great. Well, we invite people to check you guys out at the booth at our conference. There will be ample opportunity to talk to all of you. Josh, I want to throw one to you that might be even tougher in this current climate. We've got a workforce shortage, as I mentioned, a lot of industry churn in different areas. If I'm a manager and I've got a great team, and say this a couple in particular I really want to hold on to, can you give me any kind of advice for how I can hold on to some of my best talent in this very competitive environment?
Yeah, absolutely. So the pandemic undoubtedly brought about substantial shifts in our collective operating realities. And as we move forward in an industry that continues to evolve at an accelerated pace, I think the key attribute that companies need to adopt immediately is flexibility. So the future of work is going to involve a hybrid approach on several fronts. I think it's pretty clear at this point that companies who are open to remote work have a clear advantage when it comes to onboarding talent in a tight labor market. So as companies transition away from the traditional office-based model, I think it's important for them to consider a hybrid approach to their resourcing needs as well. Having a partner like Kelly in place, we can work to identify candidates for direct hire, focusing primarily on individuals who align exactly with your expectations. Additionally, we can engage our functional service provider or FSP team to provide a flexible team of resources that align closely to your expectations, but might not be an immediate fit for direct hire. FSPs have a significantly higher overall retention rate. They provide immediate support when and where needed, and they allow companies to convert those resources to full-time employees at the end of a project's duration, which I think is important because it ensures that those resources are developed in a way that ensures the continuity of your current growth trajectory, but most importantly, your company's overall culture.
Fantastic. Some great insights. Unfortunately, we're out of time for this segment, but the whole idea is we're hoping that people will take a look at this segment and want to go talk to you guys at your virtual booth at the ACRP conference. This has been our Expo TV segment. We've been speaking with the folks at Kelly Science and Clinical. I want to thank Maggie, Josh, and Austin so much for joining us. And I do encourage you to check out their booth at the conference. And thank all three of you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.